All right, guys, well, I'm back with day 2 of the Amazon Big Prime Deal Days, which is Fall Prime Day for 2 days. And this is the last chance on a lot of these deals. I've compiled some of my favorites. I've been digging into Amazon, staying up late, waking up early to try to find the best deals possible. All of the info and linking will be in the description below. Check it out at the end of the video if you like any of these items. The first is going to be Celely. Now, Celely has a ton of different optics available with a 20% off clickable code, a really solid option for a wide variety of products. Everything from their entry-level dots all the way up to their more premium drop-resistant top-tier dots, as you see here. I've been testing Celely on the channel for years now, and they continue to hold up and do amazing. They have pretty much every dot and every configuration you can think of, and they're not just reshells of other dots on the market. They have a lot of great design engineers that go into these products and make good quality items at affordable prices, and with that 20% off discount, that's going to be great. Now, I'm going to recommend 2 Olights during this Amazon Prime Day deal, and the first is going to be the Odin S. Now, the Odin S is going to be like peak form Odin, machined out of one solid piece of aluminum, and you see the mount is actually machined into the housing itself, so it can't come loose with screws like other options in the market. This also has potted electronics, meaning the electronic board has a layer of resin over top to prevent anything from coming loose. It's also IPX8 waterproof rated, which is a really good rating, up to 1500 lumens with the lockable pressure switch. Now, this is pretty cool because it's a triple locking pressure switch. First, you have the magnet, which is strong. Then you push to lock. Then you rotate to lock that into place, and now it's not coming off. You also have the low button, the high button, and then you have the Scout mounting option, but it actually comes in 2 different versions. They've got the pick mount version available as well as the M-Lock version available, and both of these you're going to save a ton of money. These generally sell for $150, and right now it's the only Odin that I am currently recommending, and it just happens to be on sale. They are down to $112.49 for the M-Lock version, as well as $112.49 for the pick rail version, so either one may be right for you, but I can confidently recommend these guys, especially with the updates and add-ons. And not to mention, these are a dual fuel design. They have a magnetic recharging battery that goes right through that magnetic recharging base, or you can actually swap out with the spacer to CR123A batteries, so you never have to worry about vampire drain. Again, like the gold standard of high value and budget rifle lights, in my opinion. And I know that's a bold statement, but they just work. The next is going to be the Olight PL3 Valkyrie. Again, this one runs off of batteries. I am not really recommending the rechargeable ones at this point for like long-term storage. If it's a gun that you're going to be accessing once every month or two and you can keep charged, good to go. If it's something you're going to throw in the trunk of your car, center glove box, nightstand, and not take a look at for 6 or 7 months, having standard batteries in here is going to avoid that vampire drain from magnetic recharging batteries, and this one works great. It's got the strobe feature, you've got the high, you also have the low on there, you have the track system on this light, and I love the track system because you can adjust it to whatever you want. You can slide that track system around. On top of that, this one has the cross bolt design lockup rather than the quick mount. Again, this is what I'm recommending when it comes to the Olight full-size mounted lights. These generally sell for $80, 2 color variations available, desert tan and black, on sale for $55.99 at 30% off. These 2 are a no-brainer in my humble opinion, but I want to hear your thoughts. The next is Safariland. Safariland has been making holsters for a very long time. They know what they're doing, but they're not cheap. I always wait until sales to acquire my Safariland holsters, and all of my battle belts, or war belts as some people call them, I just call them like the tactical belts that I put on at the range. These are all on sale. All different types of Safariland mounts, all different types of Safariland holsters, light bearing, non-light bearing, a lot of retention, small amount of retention. Whatever you can think of, these guys have it, and they are all on sale. They have a ton of paddle holster options that are down to sub $50, some even sub $44, depending on what you want, and all of the mounting systems available. Love Safariland. This is a way to save money. On the second YouTube channel, 704 Gear, and if you're not familiar, I'm doing a ton of videos over there with gear-related products, knives, flashlights. The deals go on and on over there. But we have been talking a few deals about multi-tools, and I actually saved one of the premium multi-deals for this channel right here as like a plate carrier multi-tool deal. The Leatherman P series is a great multi-tool that just works out great. And if you are building out a plate carrier or budget battle belt, which has kind of almost become the theme of this video, these Leatherman series are all on sale. Great made in the USA products. A lot of guys ask for that. The P2 is actually on sale down from $130 to $90. And if you don't like that, I reviewed a couple of Rock Tool multi-tools with like VG10 blades and a ton of awesome features. Now they're overseas production, but they generally run $55, on sale for $35. If you guys like running comms in your gear setup, but you can't afford the thousands of dollars that some of the comms setups go to, man, do I have a combo for you. We've already mentioned my 704 gear hearing protection. And on the 704 gear hearing protection, we've got the Cozy Gel ear pads, omnidirectional mics, but it also has the 3.5 millimeter audio jack. Now that means you can hook whatever you want into here if you want to listen to music, or you can hook up the Tigrit push-to-talk connector adapter. Now this push-to-talk connector will plug into a wide variety of radios, whether you have some of the Baofangs that I've reviewed in the past, Kenwood radios, or a wide variety of other radios like Motorola or Midland. These have different adapters that plug into the side of these affordable radios, which can be as low as $20 per radio from a company like Baofang. Then it actually adapts and runs that through your comms to your hearing protection. So if you buy these hearing protection for $35, which is a steal of a deal right now in the black color variation, you can plug whatever radio you're running with this push-to-talk adapter. Now those generally sell between $40 to $50, and they're on sale as low as $31.99. Again, every time these are on sale, I end up grabbing some and getting some comm setup set up. And when you look at this, you're talking about $35 for the Ear Pro. You were talking about $30 to $35 for the push-to-talk, so right at $65. And then sub $30 for a lot of the different radios, which I'll try to link in the description below. You are sub $100 for a full hearing protection radio and comms push-to-talk mic system. That is insane value for money, and you should definitely take advantage of it. If you were thinking about doing something like this, but you didn't want to, it's all laid out nice and neat, so you can just boom, 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 add to cart, and you're good to go. The next is actually a Made in USA SOF tourniquet. Now, a lot of guys were shying away from the Chinese-made tourniquets. I can see why. These are going to be a great Made in USA tourniquet option. They're actually going to be great options coming in at either $23.19 or going to be $23.39. I'll link a few of the Made in USA tourniquets in the description below if you want to check them out. What we are looking at here is going to be the SOF tourniquet. Love this guy, especially at the price point. And the last deal I want to talk about is going to be some Nightcore flashlights. Now, you may wonder why this is not on the gear channel. For me in particular, the Nightcore flashlights have transitioned for me into all of my battle belt and plate carrier setups. One, because a lot of times they'll fit into a standard flat pistol mag pouch. They're a flat flashlight that works every time you need them. They are rechargeable with USB-C, but they don't experience vampire drain like other flashlights. They also have instant to turbo, or they remember the last setting. They have low battery readouts, and they just work. I love these flashlights, especially for the money, but again, they can be pricey, and these are all going to be on sale across the board. Everything from the EDC 25, which what you see here that normally sells for $75, down to $60, to some of their newer with glass breakers on the end, EDC 37s, which are 8,000 lumens, down from $150 to $125, and everything in between from some of their more premium lights to some of their more affordable lights are all on sale to fit in those plate carrier setups. I love them. I think you will too. A lot of knife pouches will also hold these. So if you are building out a budget battle belt or plate carrier setup, these are going to work. And again, I've got my second YouTube channel, 704 Gear. If you like watches, flashlights, pocket knives, fixed blades, wallets, EDC pouches, I've got deals on those. So I will be linking that info in the description below as well. Check that when you leave. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.